Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 7. This week in coding, we're going to be looking at procedures on the digestive system and the skin. First, a little bit about the digestive system. In addition to the GI tract, this also covers procedures that are performed on the hepatobiliary system and the pancreas. The most important thing to remember about identifying what codes to use for these procedures is think about the root operation. Think about what the intent of the procedure is. So this is where you'll get into whether to choose excision versus resection, repair versus a supplement. And remember that ostomies are considered, quote, bypass surgeries. A really helpful table in your book is table 14.1. This lists all the GI related root operations, and table 14.2, which breaks down all the specific body part values. And again, ostomies are coded with the root operation bypass. A lot of people, it doesn't really come to us. We think it's something else, but it's actually a bypass. Like other root operations, you have to go back and think, what is the intent of the procedure? Now we'll move into chapter 15. So this covers procedures on skin, breast, subcutaneous tissue, and fascia. One area that can be a little bit confusing is distinguishing procedures that are performed on the skin only from those involving the subcutaneous tissues and the fascia. This is why you have to read the procedure note very, very carefully, and why you may want to pay special attention to tables 15.2 and 15.7 in your textbook. 15.1 is also very valuable because it'll cover all the skin root operations, as is 15.6 for subcutaneous tissue and fascia root operations. And again, if tissue is cut away, it's an excision. If tissue is pulled or stripped away, that's not the same thing. It's considered an extraction. So important to know the difference between an excision and an extraction. And again, biggest tip, build the codes one character at a time, right? The alphabetic index will give you the first few, and then you can map it and build them out one character at a time. If you stay focused on the root operations, the root operation intent, especially the body part, the approach, this should present no real problems for you. I hope you find that helpful. Have a great week, and we'll see you online. Bye now.